So, typically, you're never going to see Jess out of Tier 1, but hey, here she is out of Tier 1. And this time, she's going up against Sasha. Now, why Sasha is in Tier 1 is not because of her troops or anything like that. Actually, her troops are average. She doesn't have any movement boosting abilities. She doesn't have any firepower boosting abilities aside from the normal 10-10. No. What makes Salsa? What makes Sasha so dangerous is two things, actually. One is her income. Out of the legal COs that you can pick, Sasha will get more money than anyone. She gets an extra 100 funds for each property that she gets. And that kind of leads to her being able to tech up into stronger units faster than any of her other opponents, especially Combi. And the second thing is Market Crash, which I will get into what that lovely little tidbit thing does later. So, but for now, let's go ahead and just get right on into the match. Hey, it's my turn. This is still a 1000 rated match. Thankfully, I have not dropped, like, as of recording date, I have not dropped yet. I have dipped slightly, but I've picked up right back up, and right now it's like 1050, somewhere around there. Yeah. But here we go. A decent example of Sasha being able to get more and more units. She got the first tank. Which I am, as Jess, able to counter with my own. And if you notice, I have been taking more of a economical opener rather than, hey, get this property over here. Which against Sasha, you kind of really need to do, because she can, if she gets ahead on her funds compared to what you have, you're not going to be able to deal with medium tanks very well, aside from getting tons and tons of artillery. Which, hey, artillery is great. You should definitely invest in artillery. It is fantastic. And I had the better tanks. It is on a property. Sasha ain't going to touch that tank. not without backup. And this is what I mean about investing in artillery. So, in order for Jess to win this matchup, she needs to have every single engagement count. And she can slack off a little bit against, like, maybe Hawk, a teeny tiny bit, but against Sasha, she can't. And the reason why she's able to do that against Hawk is, well, his powers take a very long time in order to come up. Not as long as Sturms or Von Bolts, but still, it's not something that you should take lightly. And already going with an anti-air, I do like that option, actually. But when Sasha is coming out with medium tank after medium tank, and I can only afford a medium tank every other turn, it's good to have those artillery back there, because not even medium tanks will approach. Hell, Neos won't even approach half the time if there's not a safe way for them to, like, go around said artillery. They will keep their distance. And right now as Jess, I need to push hard onto the right side of the map. But here we go. And then it's being guarded by artillery fit. Good play. Good, very good play. And battlecopter. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. As Jess, I cannot afford that. That is too expensive for my ass. But I do have 18,000 coming in per turn now, which is good. That is great. The fact that the Sasha only has 19,800, that's good. And I do not mind interrupting that, not in the slightest. And I will actually take a very risky engagement here. So that tank, it's not going to do too much to mine, now it's on a city, but that artillery can and will mess it up quite a bit. And see, and this is what I mean about, well, that tank play I did, that's the exact opposite of kind of what I want to do, if I'm being honest. And then the anti-air picks it up. Yep. So now there's like a giant scary force that I have to deal with. And then more battlecopters. The great thing is I'm able to cripple this tank down over here. And artillery on this map, very, very potent. Very, very good. Should definitely invest in artillery because artillery is great for this map. The mountain ranges offer a lot of cover for your artillery. You just gotta get those choke points up in there. Like choke out with like infantry, maybe even a tank in some cases. And there you go. Because these battlecopters, they're not going to do a single thing over there. Not with that anti-air. While I am poking over on the right, I do still need to be careful about what is on the left. And market crash. Let's talk about market crash, because this is what makes this matchup very, very difficult. Market crash gets rid of your opponent's CO meter 1 bar for every 5,000 funds. So before, I had turbocharge ready. And then afterwards, I don't have turbocharge at all. And it's not because I used it. Market crash is very, very dangerous, especially with COs that have larger power bars. Like, Von Bolt will definitely be feeling the effects of it. Hawk might even feel the effects of it. Any CO that has large power bars will feel the effect of it. And if you're playing up against a CO that doesn't have long power bars, but you use it at the right time, even they will feel the effects of it. Because I'm feeling it now with Jess. And it hurts. It really does. But I come in with my first battlecopter, and Sasha immediately follows up with an anti-air. Now, here's the thing with... Lovely. Here is the thing with, with battlecopters and anti-air. Half of the time, you can respond to a battlecopter with your own battlecopter. That is something that you can do. Also, I made whites a, oh boy. But you are able to do that. And secondly, when the second battlecopter comes in, that is typically when you want to do your anti-air. Because what a lot of opponents will do, especially on 900, around that range, they'll try to take one battlecopter and fly it all the way across to the other side, making you buy 2 anti-air for 1 battlecopter. Already it's somewhat earned itself in, because your opponent is just going to buy a tank to counter that second anti-air. So, you do kind of want to try and avoid that. But, at the same time, yeah, there goes the battlecopter. and then blocking my airport with the tank. Jess, she does have fairly good aerial units, and with the comm tower, they're completely normal. The ability to refuel and resupply all of her aerial units just with her powers, it is actually really good. I do think it's worth the 10%. I really do. But I'm not looking for battlecopters. I'm actually looking for artillery. Because they have served me, well, not quite yet, but they're about to serve me very, very well. And Market Crash, it's good. It is. But it cannot keep... Sasha cannot keep people from using their powers forever. I'm down 16 to 16 units. Sasha has 24 units. Let's even that up. Gone. Gone. And then a gone. I have 2 more properties. And I am now starting to threaten... like, not capping, but threatening to take over the airport. And, better yet, I even have an anti-air there. So if Sasha wants to build something there, that anti-air is going to take it right then and there. That tank that is over on the left base should have been brought over here to defend. And then, using the luck roll, infantry actually takes out... Jess infantry took out an anti-air. Like 2 HP anti-air. That's pretty good. Then, let's get more artillery. Slowly just keep pushing to that airport. Because as long as I take my opponent's airport, we're good. We are good. I just have to be careful about my airport. Make sure that Sasha doesn't quite get it. And Neotech. This is what Sasha is able to do best. Notice my income versus Sasha's income. I have 22k coming in. I can, like, if I base skip and no repairs have been done on that turn, I can essentially buy a Neotech every single time. Sasha can buy a Neotech and whatever else she wants. Because she has 27.5k coming in. The only way I can deal with Neotanks is with indirects. And I have to start limiting like how much infantry this Sasha has. So, and remember what I said earlier, artillery are just as capable of taking down Neotanks. You just have to be smart with them. You have to be a little bit careful with them. Like, so long as it's just the Neotank, 2 artillery can deal with one of them. Now, will it kill it? No, not in the long shot. It will not kill it. And Sasha attacked up. I'm gonna go ahead and attack up as well. Granted, it's not to a Neotank, but medium tanks? Just medium tanks at that. They're very good. They are. Now, it does mean that I have this pesky battlecopter around. But at this point, I don't really care about the battlecopter. I'm gonna be honest. And then Neotank is taking out the tank, which it is a good kill. But Turbocharge is about to come in. Because Sasha here did not use Market Crash, thank God. There's one death. And I'm going to take every single bit of power charge before I pop it. But I use my power. Because that'll give me a little bit more boost in the long run. And whatever it is I need to do outside of it, I'll be able to get my power a little bit quickly. compared to if I just use it. That's a good shot. And then the 2 HP infantry, it's still capable of killing. All right, now I get the anti-air. And get even more artillery. If all that is I have to worry about is Neo-tanks, I'm going to get more artillery. And then, by all means, keep charging in. Thank goodness I have that extra 10% defense there. Otherwise, that artillery would have not been alive. So, these two cities right here, I do not agree with taking it. I really don't. There's a difference if you have the same income. There's a little bit of a difference there. That way you can try to tip it a little bit, threaten to tip the scales. However, Sasha already has quite a lead on me in terms of income. The best thing that she should have done is rally up your troops, pull back a little bit, get more going, and then go in. Yes, it is giving your opponent a chance to also group up a little bit, but it's better than just rushing headlong, like these two Neo-tanks over here. And once again, these Neo-tanks are just being crumbled. Well, my airport is free. However, my opponent still has to worry about their airport being taken over. And to ensure that my anti-air stays alive, I'm going to go ahead and pull back that infantry. I'm going to stop with the capture, because it's just let's face it, a 2 HP infantry isn't going to do much. And this tank, yes, it can reach it, but this Neo-tank, I'm not worried about it killing. I'm not. I'm definitely not. And then pulling back the Neo-tank, finally. And in case, just in case they want to take out that anti-air, I'm going to go ahead and put a full HP indirect there. And now I'm going to be the one to start threatening properties. And I'm going to get even more artillery, because if all that is there, if I can keep an anti-air alive, all I have to worry about is land units. However, Sasha has to worry about my aerial units, which is why I go ahead and build a bomber. I haven't mentioned it, but I've saved up quite a bit. Because I need a way to deal with that medium tank. I do. And bombers are perfect. And see, and there you go. 5 HP, anti-air, just as capable of taking it down. It's just as capable of taking down stuff. And then full health infantry. There is nothing over here that Sasha can use to interrupt that capture. Neo Tank cannot reach over to that airport. She didn't buy a tank down there. And honestly, I think that Neo Tank that she just purchased was a really big mistake. Teched up units, they are very nice to have. They are incredibly hard-hitting units. But you have to know when to actually, 1, tech up, 2, what to tech up to, and 3, should you actually do it? Because artillery exists. And Jess has really good artillery. And I'm going to go ahead and get another medium tank. Hell, I mean, we'll fire at the helicopter, we'll fire a 7 HP tank. Day 17. Neo Tank takes out one of my tanks. Upper Neo Tank takes out one of my anti-air, but I no longer have a use for anti-air. There's no, like... There's a 5 HP battlecopter, but that's it. My tanks can take it out. Like, look at that. My tank didn't even take damage. And then she resigns. That was a hell of a fight. It really was. That was a hell of a fight. It always is when you're going up as Jess. And turn... Like, as soon as it gets to, like... I get Sasha, but it gets to, like, turn 5. That's when you start noticing, like, money difference. So, like, this map, I got lucky. Like, it was this map. I'm gonna be genuine. Like, I'm gonna be genuinely honest with this. I got lucky it was this map. Because this one, very good for artillery, and Jess has incredibly good artillery. She really does. Like, I've said it before, and hell, I'll say it again. Any CO that can hit really freaking hard, as another CO that specializes in one thing, that's incredible. Yeah, Jess is going to destroy everything in her path if she allows it, or if you allow her to.